started, but he's well in there. He's hanging in there. 3 frames to 4 behind. And frame 8, what's it going to be? 5-3 Joe or 4-all? Let's find out.
Once again, very good length with the break-off shot.
Yeah, I agree with John Parrott. I think Joe Perry's missed an opportunity this afternoon. Okay, he may still win this frame and have a lead, but maybe his lack of experience in big finals, not recognising that you can win these long matches in the afternoon session, or go a long way towards winning them. You got your opponent down, Dennis, you stamp on them.
Yep, couldn't agree more. And Joe needs to find a thin contact here. That, well, that is a thin contact. Yeah, the days are long gone when Ronnie O'Sullivan sort of loses his cool and just throws his cue at them. He hasn't done that for quite a number of years. As Hazel said, he's been working with Dr. Steve Peters, sports psychiatrist, who keeps him in quite a happy place mentally. I've never seen Ronnie so, well, he was absolutely buzzing after the semi-final. And, you know, you have the highs and then you come down after the match and then you've got to get yourself up for the next match. And it's a tough old game.
Yeah, I think it looks to me like his will to win has overtaken the need to entertain. Winning has become the most important thing, even over playing well, just getting the result.
Well, this is a gem of a shot he's played here. Almost got in behind the green, but that was a tough shot. He had to hit it thin and also find the gap. There's a gap for Joe, though. I said this one a bit too thin, but might be okay. Might have covered the one to the left corner, well, maybe he hasn't. And I think Ronnie's got an angle to swing this around the table and get onto the blue. Pink might be available, but there's the gap for this one.
Again, not the pinpoint position.
6.
Positional play that we come to expect. Still on this red.
Seven.
That's a terrific recovery shot there. Worth another look. And I think the pink might also now be available. He's on the red to the left of the pink.
12.
Not available into that left corner. The pink, as you can see, might be available into the right corner. Yep, clearly enough room there. And if he hasn't got a good angle to stay on the pink, no problem getting back for the blue.
$13.
Looks almost a natural angle to follow through into the black and red, but you're not guaranteed on a red after that shot, so. Well, he's still on a fine cut to the left corner.
80.
Cue ball's going to be going right through the bunch of reds. When he's looking at the plan. Yeah, this is the shot, so we're not 100% guaranteed where the cue ball's going. But he will settle for that.
19.
Well, have a look at the reds where they finished. What a chance now to knock in a sizable contribution here.
It's always looked inevitable,
24.
I think, as soon as he got in this frame, what was going to happen. You just get a sense when a player is just up in his game,
25.
finding a gear.
Yeah, the players will have about 3 hours to get themselves ready for this evening session, which starts at 7 o'clock.
31.
Joe, well, he will be a bit disappointed if it's 4 each. That's an understatement after leading 4-1. Ronnie's not safe in this frame yet. All it takes is one
32.
little lapse in concentration. And that's just a little bit further than he intended. He'll have to cannon the pink here.
37.
If he had been straight on the red, it would have been straightforward.
$38.
He's all over the table with this effort to keep getting position.
$43. $44.
He got the right side of the blue this time. I think he's straight again. Yeah, absolutely dead straight. This has been hard work, but a very important visit to the table. A frame that will get them all square at 4 frames each after being 4-1 down.
$49. $50.
Yeah, that helps. The cannon on the yellows left him perfectly on the brown. He would have been on the green without the kiss on the yellow, but that was much better there. Much easier to get to
54.
these 2 reds. And I
55.
suppose you'd have to say it's an all-round good break that's going to take him level, because he's been all over the table with this effort.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Why did he hit it
55.
so slow? I know he was near the cushion, but that's the first real bit of frustration we've seen this afternoon. But after working so hard, he's still a strong favourite the way the Reds are, but
Six. Seven.
Nice shot that was. Well, if you've got the angle, do you risk going into the pink and hoping to still be on the black?
14.
He has done. Good shot.
15.
well, Ronnie was odds on to level at 4-all. Now there's a glimmer of hope for Joe Perry
22.
to take a 5-3 lead, but an awful lot to do. But the angle's there, and he can move this difficult last red. Doesn't want to hit it too hard, doesn't want to send it past the middle pocket if he gets the cannon, but keep your eye on the black. And he didn't. He put everything into the cannon, hit the red perfect, but forgot to keep his eye on the black.
Thank you.
Amazing the number of times that happened. Concentrated
One.
solely on the cannon there. So what a chance he's let slip. Well, as I mentioned, he's got 3 hours to recover, and if someone had have said you'll be 4 each with Ronnie O'Sullivan at the mid-session,
8.
he would have taken that, but just show you the black again. In fact, he missed it by a long way. So he's got to take the positive out of this
11.
session. 4 each with the 6 times Masters champion.
15.
But 4-1 up, he had a golden chance to extend his lead.
20.
Not going to
And
bother
frame
with
Ronnie
the black.
O'Sullivan.
Not the best session that Ronnie O'Sullivan has ever played. His highest break has been a break of 58. But I'll tell you what, he'll go to the interval. He'll be absolutely delighted. From 4-1, he's got himself back to all square, all set for this evening.
It sure is, and I'm sure, as Dennis said, there'll be an awful lot of positives to